I think my biggest highlight was when we did the podcast and we went to Glasgow, and it was so much fun. That was the first time I've ever done something like that, and it was a great experience. And like talking about like being a military child and talking about the school, it was really interesting to like actually show that to people.
I think the highlight was definitely the podcast for many reasons. So one of them being quite personal to me is that it really improved my skill set. So that kind of speaking, the pressure, and also it's good because knowing that many people are listening to me and that I might be making a difference to someone, whatever that difference may be.
So the main one obviously was the podcast, and it gave me a chance to actually reflect on my time being a military child and like being in Queen Victoria's School and like putting it into words how it's made me feel over the past couple of years.
For me, the real highlights have been like the podcast and that, because it's brought a lot more awareness to like military children's situations and what we go through, but also our school, because a lot of people have just come up in like the public or something and said, oh yeah, I've seen your podcast and that, and we thought it was actually really factual because we didn't know that was like what a daily like military child would go through, but also there is also schools to offer military children the opportunity to have a stable education and make like secure friends for like over 7 years.
So I say my biggest highlight is definitely the podcast. It was such an amazing experience that I probably have never have done. I think it's quite cool to say that I've been in a podcast, and like being in the environment with it, it was really cool to like learn all these things and like the microphones and how the tech works. And it was great to be surrounded by my friends as well, because a lot of my friends are in this group.
So obviously I've been working with Forces Children Scotland for about two years now. And I used to be in the podcast, but I wasn't in the actual podcast. I was doing all the social media background, trying to make the podcast a lot known, and we got about 3,000 to 4,000 views, which is the highest that Forces Children Scotland has gotten within their social media. Did give me a little bit of an ego boost, it was great. But I really enjoy doing social media, so I was really glad that I was given that opportunity by also people that understand what being a Forces background's like, and that's really all like the charity is for, is just understanding that we need to make it known what being a military child is like.
I've had a lot of the juniors come up to me and go, you know, I watched that podcast that you were in before I came here, and it was like really helpful, and it just makes you think back, and it's like, oh, like I didn't think it would have that big of an impact on someone's life, but it did, and they were like, genuinely, it really helped me like coming here, and like I knew what I was coming into.
Now I've done this, like if people come in externally, I feel more like I'm able to actually talk about something and actually make it make sense to them, because instead of just like waffling, I can actually just talk and it makes sense when I talk. And it's like also like helped me build my confidence about being a military child, because like people actually want to know what it's like, and I'm being able to give people a sense of that experience. So it has like helped with confidence a lot, like being a military child, and like also just my personal confidence as well, because I wouldn't usually choose to sit in front of a camera and speak about my life. So it's been good, I've enjoyed it.
I'm not really like a good public speaker, and I feel like it's brought my confidence up. So I'm like speaking on camera or speaking to people about certain things, and I feel like it's just giving me new experience of like what is out there for like stuff to do and for people to do. So I've really enjoyed it.
There was a lot of stuff I've been able to put on my CV, but also my personal statement for uni, because I've had many opportunities in different aspects, like the podcast, but also just like helping with a website and putting our like opinions on the website to like develop and make it better. It kind of showed there's like different jobs out there, and it's not just like the simple jobs you hear all day to day. There's also behind the scenes jobs, and there's many different aspects you can go into.
These groups that we're in, it builds your confidence, it like gets you to talk more, it builds on communication skills, and you do like get like something out of it every time. So we do really enjoy like these groups.